terms of quick status reports, if you'll bear with me. As you know, we're proceeding with the elections of the new board members, the three positions that are up for election of it, and a number of people have filed as candidates. I believe there are 9 in number. We are in a position with respect to one particular individual, Mr. Clark, to take an action to not put him on the ballot. He only had 18 signatures, and the required number was 50. We notified Mr. Clark of that finding, and actually, when his paperwork was filed, Ms. Cuss advised him that the required, or actually his representative, that the required number of signatures was not being presented. Oddly enough, none of the candidates filed an objection to Mr. Clark's candidacy. The case law on this is a little divided, and there are a couple of cases in the state that say that essentially it's important to the local election official. In this case, that would be Dr. Batiste's office and his designee, Ms. Cuss, need to act as gatekeepers, that is, have an affirmative duty to not certify candidates going forward if there's an obvious deficit in the documents that are filed, such as missing paperwork. In this case, there's a statement of candidacy which was not signed by the individual, and the loyalty oath was submitted but not signed, although it was notarized. So there's some obvious deficiencies, and in those instances we think it's appropriate. If they're obvious, I don't hate to go forward without at least advising the board that there could be repercussions. But we challenge this and do this action, but in my opinion, based on the 2 main cases that we have, the nature of these deficiencies is fatal. And we could just default. There's a tendency on the part of the Lake County Clerk's Office to just let it ride. There is an obvious significant public policy in allowing people access to the ballot, and not likely to be disregarded. And in balancing those competing interests, I believe that we need to take the position that Mr. Clark is not eligible. I'm so advised Dr. Batiste's office. I just didn't want to do that in a vacuum because he'll be acting as your, in a sense, as the agent of the board. And then as well, there are challenges as well against certain candidates. There's a time frame for all that action. Because of the nature of things, we're going to have to go to the chief judge and have 2 people appointed to hear the challenges. The process is going to move very quickly. The people who have been facing the objections will be notified probably tomorrow, and the documents will be made available to the individuals, and the process will move very quickly. There'll be a hearing probably early next week. Since we don't have the commission set up yet to hear the case, until the chief judge gives us the 2 names, we really can't set any schedules, but it will be fairly quick. Just as a matter of information, stay in touch, and everybody should keep on top of this because you have a very short period of time to respond. Hope that's helpful.
Board member time. Mr. Reddick?
I want to wish Joe Dunn, Waukegan School will be going down the state bus at 3rd place Friday. My own son plays 1st place regional champ. Coming out, he also a senior. And Palms girls who plays 10th out of 36 in their competition. So just a congratulate them on.
We'd like to thank President Chief Wade for stepping up and acknowledging the work to do on the policy regarding closing the school and in an emergency situation. And we'd also like to add that it has been many number of years that the school district has had to even deal say thank you and get some clarity. I'd also like to apologize to the students and to the families that were affected by the transportation issue that the whole school district faced that day. And I think that, things were done according to, what we had to do. So, thank you.
Ms. McGuire.
I too would like to comment on, what Dr. Batista and Ms. Hannah just said with regard to what happened with regard to the buses on the other. And rest assured, I will make sure that the bus company understands that we need very early notification. We're not going to have bus service, so that we can let the parents know that there will be no bus service for the students. We don't like to see things like this happen, which children are left waiting in the cold to attend, expecting to be picked up to go to school, and no buses ever show up to take them to school. And, it was an unfortunate situation, but we're going to take every step possible to make sure that this doesn't happen again.